Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Malachi Frost, and welcome back to Either.io, or more commonly known as Would You Rather. I think by now everyone knows how Would You Rather works, so we're going to jump in and see what kind of morally questionable decisions we can make today. Up first, would you rather be awake during spine surgery and hear the bones that doesn't sound nice. Hear the bones crunching, or be awake when they twisted an extremely broken arm back into place? Okay, first of all, if your arm is extremely broken, they're not twisting it. Actually, no, you're right. No, if it's broken and snapped and around the wrong way, they do have to twist it into position to cast it. Being awake during spine surgery is a million times worse than being awake during an extremely broken arm. Like, extremely broken arm, don't get me wrong, would be incredibly painful. You'd probably black out from the pain. But if it's spine surgery, they're in with your... the spinal column has all of the nerves, everything in it. Like, that would be so much worse. So I would rather be awake when they do my arm than be awake with 70% of people know what's up. Next, have Reddit take up 90% of your day, or take 9gag take up 90% of your day. I don't know what 9gag is. I know, shock horror. I'm sure you guys do. I don't know what 9gag is, so I'm going to have to go with Reddit. I'd rather have Reddit take up 90% of my day. Would you rather be able to fly but have no family or lasting relationships, or just not? I would much rather be able to fly. Like, as much as I love my wife, I'd be able to fly. I'd be able to fly! Be SpongeBob or be Patrick? I would rather be Patrick. Ignorance is bliss. Have a complete stranger that cuddles you, or have a non-stop screaming 7-year-olds? Have non-stop screaming. Okay, sorry. I need to read the top bit. If you had to have one in your bedroom, would you rather a complete stranger that cuddles with you, or a non-stop screaming 7-year-old? I feel like I would go complete stranger that cuddles with you. Because if that's what they're doing, like, you've hired someone just to be in bed and cuddle you. I would like that. If I'm away on tour and in a hostel or in a room where, you know, I'm really far away from my family, we're just cuddling. There's nothing else happening. It's just complete stranger. Lays in bed. Just has a little snuggle, cuddle up. That'd be quite nice. Non-stop screaming 7-year-olds would actually lead me to murder. So we're going to go with the complete stranger who cuddles me. There we go. I was about to just click it straight away. Become a superhero or become a supervillain. Villain. 100% villain. Villain. I'm not villain anymore. I'm a villain now. Would you rather only be able to laugh at racist Joe? We've done that one. Be on Guts or be on Legends of the Hidden Temple? I don't know what they are. Eat a container of Flintstone vitamins or drink a bottle of Pepto-Bismol. We don't have Pepto-Bismol in Australia. I don't know what it is. Is it like an anti-heartburn indigestion drink? Medicine? I'd rather eat a container of Flintstone vitamins. Because most of those kids' vitamins are mostly sugar anyway. For a story that you're interested in, would you rather read the book or see the film? If it came out as a book first, I'd read the book. If it comes out as a movie first, I ain't going to read the book. Suck a hobo's toe for 2 minutes, or be in a cage with a honey badger and a lion for 20 seconds. How big's the cage? Because if the cage is big enough for the honey badger, the lion, and me, honey badger's going to attack the lion. Lion's going to defend himself. That's going to take at least 20 seconds. For them to attack me, both of them to attack me straight away, I would think would be quite unlikely, especially if I like tuck up into a ball in the corner. Yeah, be in a cage with a honey badger and a lion for 20 seconds. Chances are I'd be fine. Eat your favorite food for the rest of your life. Would you rather eat your favorite food for the rest of your life, or eat whatever you want but never gain weight? Eat whatever I want but never gain weight. How is that even a question? Because I could just eat my favorite thing for my whole life and never gain weight. My favorite thing, by the way, is fruitcake. If you wanted to know. Chug to... We've done that one. Play a game one-on-one with Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant. Either way, I'm losing. I am not good at basketball or most sports, to be honest. Whatever. That one's not much fun to talk about. Have your house burnt down by a fire-breathing dragon, or have your house blown down by the big bad fire-breathing dragon? You can burn down my house. I got to see a dragon. Be swallowed. If you were to be eaten alive, would you rather be swallowed head first or be swallowed feet first? Now, I have a pet python. Those of you who follow me on Instagram or Twitter will see photos of him quite often. He is 9 foot long. So this question comes up quite often when I'm out with him down at the playground or the park or the beach or whatever. People go, aren't you worried about him eating you? No, not really. I'm just imagining the scene from The Simpsons, the Halloween special, where Smithers swallows Mr. Burns' feet first. I'd rather be swallowed head first. Yeah, head first. More chance of me dying before it finishes eating me. Foot first up, like, I probably wouldn't die until it gets to the chest and crushes my chest. Stops me being able to breathe. Whereas the other way around, it would snap my neck. Would you rather Skittles or M&M's? M&M's, but I'm pretty sure we've done that one before. Be a vampire, yep. Never be able to compliment or never be able to complain? Never be able to complain. I think complimenting people is way too... Oh, this has a social alcohol contradiction. Unmoderated. This question has not been reviewed by either moderators. Content may be misformatted, offensive, or inappropriate in nature. Okay. Would you rather order a beer at a gay bar or order a mudslide at a sports bar? That's why this one has a unmoderated tag on it. It's homophobic. It says, assuming that you are a straight male. I am a straight male. But I also know that I am way more likely to get beaten up, attacked, and paid out for ordering what is seen as a sissy drink or a gay drink at a sports bar. If I can walk, I have walked into gay bars. Walk up to the bar, grab a beer. A guy comes up and talks to you. You say, oh, hey, sorry, I'm not actually gay. I just like the music. And they go, oh, okay, well, have a nice night. For the most part, you are so much safer as a straight male drinking beer at a gay bar. And they drink beer. They don't drink cocktails all the time. This is turning into a rant now. I'm just going to make my selection and continue before I get too angry. Would you rather get run over by a car and die, or kill 5 small children with your car? Kill 5 small children, as long as I get to pick the kids. Going to have a wee sip of my iced coffee. Alright, yeah. Was it my last video? I said I'd much rather punch a toddler, as long as I got to pick the toddler. Well, here you go, Haley. I've updated it now. I'm killing 5 small children with my car. If you and your sibling are kidnapped, would you rather live and let your sibling die or die to save your sibling? I have 2 older sisters. Which one of them got kidnapped with me? I'd probably die and save my sibling. I was going to pretend that I would die for one of them and let the other one die for me. But that's not true. I'd go in and die for both of them. Would you rather have a stylist do your hair and makeup every day, or have a fashionista pick out a new outfit every day? With the hair that I've got, like the blue mohawk, if I had a stylist or hair guy to do my hair every day, it would look nice. He'd bleach and re-dye it all the time. As far as shirts go, at least for YouTube, you only see me from like here up, I think. So my shirt doesn't really matter, but hair and makeup would be very important. And especially up on stage, I always wear the same uniform anyway. I'd rather have a stylist do my hair every day, despite the fact it would take ages, a couple of hours, every morning to do my hair and makeup. Be president, but be impeached after 3 weeks, or have complete power over the world, but get killed after 3 weeks. I mean, being impeached just means you get kicked out, doesn't it? I'm not overly familiar with the word. Pretty sure it just means getting kicked out. And if I'm just getting kicked out, that's fine. Even if you're only president for 3 weeks, you still get all of the benefits. You get impeached, you'd still get the like retirement payouts and pensions and all sorts that go along with being an ex-president. I believe. As I said, I'm not sure. But complete power over the world for 3 weeks. Think of all the good I could do in 3 weeks if I had complete control of the world. I think that'd be worth dying for. I'd die a hero. Slam your hand in every door or fall down every flight of stairs. Fall down every flight of stairs. Only because after a while you'd get very good at tucking and rolling. There is safe ways to fall down stairs. There's not a lot of safe ways to slam your hand in a door. Get B's and C's at an Ivy League school, or get A's at a standard university. I mean, B's and C's are still passes, and then you'd still get the degree from an Ivy League school. Plus all of the networking that you do while you're at the school. I don't care if I'm a straight A student. The networking I'd have and the parties you'd have, much better. Would you rather eat the same thing 3 meals a day for the rest of your life? Eat whatever you want, but have to eat a poop sandwich once a month. Alright, this one was put in by a... It says this question was submitted by a 10-year-old. Okay. 10-year-old eating a poop sandwich. To be fair, I just eat the same thing 3 meals a day, and I just make it my favorite thing in the world, and then I don't have to eat a poop sandwich. No poop sandwiches. In any given situation, would you rather be the first or the last to die? That's a good one. Because if you're the first to die, you never find out if the rest of the people survived. Like, you might be 3 people die, you were the first. Well, I suppose even if only 3 people died, you would still be the last to die. You'd just be the third person. I'd rather be the first to die. I just feel like it would save time. Would you rather be Australian or be American? Australian. Yeah, of course Australian. I'm not going to go into it, but of course Australian. I am Australian. Obviously Australian. Lie every time you're asked a question, or tell the truth every time you're asked a question. I'd rather tell the truth every time. Then I'd just stop talking to people. Watch a 24-hour marathon of Jersey Shore or Sex and the City. Sex and the City. I think watching 24 hours of... Is that Snooki? I think Snooki's in Jersey Shore. I would go incredible. I would go insane. Would you rather be extremely paranoid or extremely naive? Naive. I think that goes down to the ignorance is bliss. You might come across as a little dim-witted, but still better than being paranoid. Get stuck in an elevator on your own for 53 hours, or be the lone survivor of a bank hostage situation. 53 hours. 2.5 days. You wouldn't die of starvation or thirst in that time. And elevators are generally pretty well ventilated, so you can have oxygen. Just curl up and go to sleep. Guaranteed at some point you're going to have to go to the bathroom. So then you got to deal with that. But I'm on my own, so I can just squat in one corner and then go hide in the other. So that might be okay. This would be a very scary situation. The bank hostage situation. It'd be scary at the time. But if I'm a lone survivor, I can sell my story to the news. There's lots of stuff I can do. You can still sell your story to the news, but it's not going to be a front page thing, is it? Let's go with lone survivor of a bank robbery. Give me something to talk about, eh? Raise a family with Samuel L. Jackson or raise a family with Vin Diesel? Samuel L. Jackson. Just so he can read them bedtime stories. Never play computer games again, or never watch a video on a computer again? Both would screw me over. I would rather never watch a video on a computer again, because I would use my phone to cast the video to my television. So I'm not watching it on a computer. I mean, editing would be a little bit of a bitch, but I don't really think editing would count as watching a video. It's watching small segments of a video repeatedly. Would you rather dance like Michael Jackson or sing like Freddie Mercury? Sing like Freddie Mercury. Guaranteed. Wrestle an alligator or wrestle a bear? Wrestling an alligator is more of a learnt skill. Like, you can do it quite safely. In fact, there's a Gator Boys, or whatever it's called, is a whole TV show about guys who go out wrestling gators. Wrestling a bear, that is brute strength. There's not a lot of, I mean, I'm guessing there would be tactics or skill to it, but wrestling an alligator is more skill than strength. I'm going to go with that. I think I'd be much rather to survive that one. Oh, here we go. All right. I'm going to leave you guys with this question. If you had to choose an era to live in, would you rather live in the times of ancient Romans or Greeks, or live in the Dark Ages? So, ancient Rome to Dark Ages, what was that? Ancient Rome was first, but probably only by like 400 or 500 years at most. You watch, I'm going to be completely wrong, and you guys are going to yell at me, which is fine. Would you rather live in the time of ancient Romans or Greeks, or live in the Dark Ages? That is my question for you guys. Leave your answers down in the comment section, or if you have any other would you rather questions, if you start putting your own would you rathers down in the comments, I might do a special version of the game just answering your would you rathers. I'll leave my answer for this one down in the comments as well. For right now, have a good day, have a good life. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you all down the road.